Accepting me, accepting you. December 13, 2014. Dear hearts, how deeply each of you are loved. Even on days you are behaving your worst, God is still there at your side, illuminating a path just for you to take. Even though you know you are loved and you know you are never truly alone, you often set yourself up as being both judge and critic to not only yourself but of everyone else. Just by how a person appears, do thoughts concerning their clothing, hair, cleanliness, body language, or anything else become fixed in your mind? You are always evaluating others by their appearances, making a determination if they are good or bad, whether they are likable or deserve your contempt. It is through your judgments of others that you decide who is of value in your life and who is not. This kind of practice is quite similar to when a farm animal is up for auction. From all the judging that goes on within your busy mind, it is then understandable how you are able to easily slander another dear soul based entirely on their appearance, without attempting to discover the person beneath those appearances. Always try to remember that people are more than what they seem. There is a certain attitude of morality that is obvious of people who choose to judge others, and this attitude has an ability to affect the ones they are judging and labeling. What you are really doing when you are judging someone else is that you are purposely looking for faults. Is fault finding that necessary? Is your ego that big that you need to find fault in another dear soul even if that fault is superimposed by your imagination? Every time you find yourself falling into this negative habit, you are acting in a way that does not represent the goodness and purity of your heart. Is it necessary to judge people all of the time? Well, dear hearts, that truly depends on the situation, doesn't it? If you are about to make a big purchase, or finalize a business deal, you need to discriminate all possibilities before you make a binding commitment. You are not going to go down a dark alley at night out of caution for your safety. There are other situations such as these that require your ability to discern, but not necessarily do you need to find fault in every situation. What is definitely needed, dear hearts, is you improving your perception, becoming more discriminating while respecting those in your company and yourself. When you participate in finding fault in others, you are making a value judgment that is more negative than it is positive. Every time you look for faults, you are determining the worthlessness of that person, and it comes down to how much you dislike, disapprove, or of your inability to relate to them. When you choose to discriminate by discerning, what is occurring is you are using some heart wisdom and seeing just the person as they are, no more, no less. The majority of people you encounter on a day-to-day basis, you truly have no need to judge, nor discriminate or find faults with them. What is needed more often is to let go of the habit to find fault with other people in order to discover that they too have an inner light to shine. When you are able to accept a person for who they are regardless how they appear, then you open a door of incredible joy that is found just by being with other people, without the negativity of judgments, assumptions, devaluating, or dehumanization. Accepting people at first glance without creating a burden upon your path that is caused when you judge, is a beautiful and divine action that each of you can employ and make better. We know you are hard on yourself and easily find fault with yourself. How many times have you sabotaged something that was good in your life out of fear, or thinking you were not good enough or not doing the right thing the right way? No one forces you to feel any way at any time. You always have the choice how to feel at any situation. There are some instances that you are expected to cry, to feel pain or upset. Possibly a loved one passed away, maybe you are going through a divorce. Your children have moved to another country or far enough away where visits are not frequently possible. It is normal to have feelings and to judge what is best during such events. But have you ever considered what it would be like if you could accept yourself just as you are, and be completely content with this person? What about how it would feel if you were to give up complaining, wallowing in self-pity or even self-judgment? Look at how much energy you would have if you did. Do you not realize, dear hearts, that when you find fault with yourself, you separate yourself from your true, deeper nature? This also happens when you choose to find fault and judge others. You are not bringing yourself closer, but creating a larger gap. You allow yourself to become distracted in the negative actions you take part in, from the self-hatred to the labeling you do to those around you, no matter if they are strangers or people you know. When you accept your situation for what it is, you are also accepting the people that are present, yourself, and maintaining respect and value for who you are as a person and who each other person is as their own individual self. You can bring an objective discriminating approach into any situation, and it will transform before you and help you determine where improvements need to be implemented and watch your life improve. What we encourage, dear hearts, is for you to simply just be and relax when you are in the presence of others. Refrain from finding fault, as it serves nothing positive and is far from being uplifting. You do not need to inwardly judge and criticize every person that passes by you. What you can do is accept who you are, and accept who they are, and that is enough. And so it is. I am Archangel Sandalphon through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com